Obama, sometimes when one persecutes you, it's not necessarily mean that you're wrong. It's just pure selfishness. Yes, we can believe. Yes, we can have our dreams. Yes, we can have our hope. Yes, we can believe. Why we want to speak of integrity and express his love for humanity. Why they call him radical, radical, because it's vocal. Why they call him radical, radical, because it's vocal. Why when one speaks of his identity and expresses dislike for hypocrisy, why they call him radical, radical, because it's vocal. Why they call him radical, radical, because it's vocal. Why when one speaks of responsibilities and expresses love for righteous policies, why they call him radical, radical, because it's vocal. Why they call him radical, radical, because it's vocal. Why when one speaks on equality and express himself in society, why they call him radical, radical, because it's vocal. Why they call him radical, radical, because it's vocal. This is against bureaucracy. Why they call him radical, radical, because it's vocal. Why they call him radical, radical, because it's vocal. Why when one speak on international morality, he suffers with impunity. Why they call him radical, radical, because it's vocal. Why they call him radical, radical, because it's vocal. Why when one speak on solidarity and expresses love for unity, why they call him radical, radical, because it's vocal. Why they call him radical, radical, because it's vocal. Why when one speak on integrity and expresses